So we're back for part 2 of our little discussion here.
Ryback.
Yes. As you can tell, if you listen to the first part, I'm a huge fan.
No, don't worry. I'll be big enough fan for the both of us, man.
Have fun with that.
He's never going to be champion.
No. Well,
he better not be.
I'm
a fan of him, but he better not be champion.
He will be.
Oh, I know.
So I'm going to go with Survivor Series. He's a champion.
No. We will talk about that.
All right.
We'll start where we left off.
Yes.
The finish of the match.
Yes. Now
the best possible finish they could have had. And now I'm seeing a lot of reviews of the pay-per-view saying, "Oh, it was such a shit." I think it was doomed to fail.
Yeah.
No matter what ending they came up with.
Yeah, that was never going to work.
But you know what? The referee attacking Ryback.
Yeah.
And then helping him screw.
That was
out
fucking
of left
awesome.
Field. That was out of left galaxy.
Yeah, I would have. I never thought that. I mean, I remember last week we talked about it.
Brock Lesnar's going to come, and someone's going to come, and no,
the ref,
5 foot nothing referee.
Yeah,
dropped down, gave him
and
the old
hit crotched him up a bit.
Right between the wickets.
Yeah.
And then he jumped on top of Ryback's legs when he did the fast count.
Which was fucking awesome.
Just to make sure Ryback wasn't going to kick out.
The ref helped him pin him. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Nope.
Where it wasn't a special guest referee actually helping pin.
Yeah.
I've seen the fast count. I've seen a lot of shit. I don't remember ever seeing a ref jump on top,
And then after that, they tried so desperately to get out of that cage.
That was fucking
Mike
hilarious.
Chioda was sitting there, I don't know where the key is. He's never worked the lock before. I don't know. How do you get into your house? Seriously.
He never locks his door.
He never locks his door. I guess he doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't know how to work a lock.
Well, I mean, there's a handful of things referees are not able to do. You can steal from referees because they can't see a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Don't go within 3 feet of them because you will, in fact, knock them down.
Yep. They are very fragile.
They really are, and they don't know how to work locks. It is a guarantee in the wrestling world. Like, I guarantee you, they're sitting there filling out forms for referees.
Can you work a lock?
Here's a handful of things you are not able to do.
Yeah. But once again, to push Ryback,
yes,
the look of sheer terror in the eyes of the referee, and CM Punk going, "For God's sakes, open the lock!"
But that was the thing that pissed me off. I had no problem with the ending. The ending was fine. But your WWE champion is terrified of his opponent. What the fuck?
Well, you can't really make that argument because Ric Flair made a career off that.
Yeah, but that was his character. CM Punk is, quote-unquote, the best in the world.
Well, he's slowly transitioning into that old school
Ric
Flair, cheap heat.
Thank you, Vince.
Shit.
Thank you, Vince, for not really trying all that hard to change shit.
Hey, man,
but I said enough of that in the first part.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Really? Really?
It works.
You know, I talked enough about what's fucking broken in the last part of the episode.
Well,
so
their numbers say that they're still making money. So
again. Well, I'm not getting into this again. Fuck no.
But that spot. Speaking of spots, though. That spot with the referee was pretty awesome when he just pitched him into the cage, and you thought the wall was going to come down.
Yeah, the ref took it well. I'm guessing
he's a
local wrestler.
He's a wrestler. They have named him Brad Maddox.
That name actually sounds familiar, and I don't know how.
No, it doesn't. You wouldn't know. No, maybe you would because I think it was Raw 1000. Mm-hmm. When Raw went to 3 hours, this is the storyline they're going with.
Yes.
AJ, the general manager at the time, needed referees.
Okay.
And they brought this guy in, and he screwed CM Punk in a match because he accidentally didn't see CM Punk's leg on a rope.
Do you think that this guy's going to be a wrestler? Do you think it's going to be a Snitsky situation?
I don't think it's going to be. What was it with The Rock and Hogan? Sylvain Garnier.
Referee.
I don't know if it's going to be that because he doesn't have that kind of build.
Well, he was a wrestler of sorts. I mean, it doesn't matter your size.
Well, no, his story now that I will cover on Main Event as well. That he is a former wrestler who couldn't make it. I do this in air quotes.
Yeah, well, remember it's audio.
Yeah,
they can't tell.
But I'm doing it.
You're doing air quotes.
I know.
That's what when you say quote unquote, and then you say gotcha. Yeah, see,
hints in radio.
That's right. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I have no life.
So there you go. So he's a former wrestler, failed wrestler that couldn't cut it. So now he's a referee. So he has a whole storyline. So clearly this isn't the last scene of Mr. Maddox.
Okay, yeah, no, fair enough.
As we see on Raw.
Okay, let's go into that.
We go into Raw. I guess we should actually just go back quickly. they actually went to the top of the cell, which hasn't been done
Yes,
in a long
which
time.
was, yeah. I thought somebody was going to die.
Yeah.
That cell, I hadn't seen it in years. I didn't realize
it's double the size
it's
now.
Twice the size. And that scared
now.
the shit out of me when they went up there.
And he did the shell shock. I guess he needed to get his heat back. Mm-hmm. And he did it in spades.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, I noticed they reinforced the shit out of the cage, though, because that thing was not moving. That was not going to break through, which was an excellently done move.
That. Yeah. Now we go to Raw, which opens with CM Punk coming out, bandages around the ribs.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Limping like,
yeah.
He's been through some shit.
Right. Yeah.
And he comes out and he actually pulls an Edge. Remember when Edge, I forget what pay-per-view it was, but he, at the Raw after, he came out, and he was still champion, and he did the, you're wrong.
Yeah,
that thing?
Okay, yeah,
CM Punk literally did the exact same thing. He's like, you're wrong. You with the hat, you were wrong. Wrong. You were all wrong. He did the same thing.
At what point am I supposed to believe that Vince is doing things right when he's doing the exact same promo now? Just saying.
I'm not.
You were making that argument earlier. I'm just saying.
You know how wrestling is in cycles, right?
Oh yeah.
I guess it's just it came up on that time.
Yeah. Time to tell everyone they're wrong. Yeah. All right. No, fair enough.
Once again, old
Kane
school
Dewey. That's all I'm saying. Let's do that again. That was entertaining. What? It was a great promo.
Speaking of Kane Dewey,
I know some shit.
Mick Foley comes out.
Right.
And they go back and forth, and Mick Foley berates him.
That was a hell of a segue. Can we bring that? I had no idea you were going to bring that up. I am the segue fucking master. That's all I'm saying.
Psychic segue because you're not watching it.
I am fucking Radar O'Reilly on this shit.
There you go. Mick Foley does come out and berates him because there was that moment about a month ago, right before the Hell in a Cell, where Mick Foley berated him, saying, "Do you want to be a legend or do you want to be a statistic?" Because
that's coming from him. That makes a lot of sense.
And he continued with it, like, you tried and I gave you a chance and you failed.
Yeah,
you failed, CM Punk. So CM Punk, being
Weird.
The big dick heel that he is, picking on the old legend guy. He's like, you know what, Mick, I'm sick of you. Let's do a match. The Survivor Series is coming up in 3 weeks.
No.
Let's do a traditional Survivor Series.
Oh, okay. All right.
So he agreed.
All right.
Team Foley versus Team Punk at the Survivor Series.
Fucking A. I'm all for that.
And then they went to the back to pick their guys.
Okay.
And
we know the guys then.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the main event.
I'm interested. Bring it on.
We'll get to there because that was the main event.
All right.
Well, not too much because we got to get to the rest of Raw, which wasn't much.
I've never been known for my patience. All right. I was the kid up at 4 a.m. on Christmas morning waiting for my presents. All right. I wanted my Nintendo.
Team Hell No beat the Primetime Players.
That's,
I make a note of it because it's unfortunate the Primetime Players keep losing.
That kind of sucks because they're impressive as fuck, and I don't want WWE to do what they usually do, which is this team could really get some serious pop. They could really get a good push, and they have a habit of breaking them up. And I don't want this to happen because they're a great tag team. They're a little green. They would actually work. They could work really well in the tag team division before they split them up.
They've had matches though.
Yeah.
Hell No. I mean, at Hell in a Cell on Monday and main event. That's three.
Good. That's good.
Matches.
I mean, they're on TV a lot, so that's a good thing.
Another note from Raw: there could be a possible R-Truth Antonio Cesaro feud on the brink, I suppose. Because Cesaro came out to beat up Kofi Kingston for some reason, and R-Truth, which we haven't actually seen R-Truth since Kofi and R-Truth split up as a tag team. This is the first time we've seen him in weeks. So he's back, and I guess he's bringing Little Jimmy with him. I don't know. I didn't see Little Jimmy.
See, if you told me that Little Jimmy was there, I'd have gotten a copy of Raw and just watched it, because I need to see this Little Jimmy thing. Hell, we're Little Jimmy's favorite podcast. The least I could do is give the guy a little viewing time. But I haven't seen any of this shit. But
in your favorite new 3-man group,
Three Milton Bradley,
they did a behind the music kind of promo.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Where they actually
sat down. I probably like that. I can't say anything bad.
They had a guy sit down and interview them, and it was like an old school '90s rock interview where they're like looking off into the distance and like holding air and like pontificating about nonsense and how important 3-man band is, and
that's That's impressive. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing that because I think I would enjoy that.
They look like an old school, like, heavy hair metal band.
I've still never even seen
Which is kind of weird because two of them look like that, and then you have Jinder Mahal.
I've not seen him, so I don't know. But,
Indian
the idea
turban,
is that the turban with the metal, right? That's supposed to be a joke, I guess. I don't know.
But they are.
Again, haven't seen it. So
they got their gimmicks. They got the same gimmicks. They
right.
finally got their own theme music because they were kind of coming out to Heath Slater's, and at the beginning of Heath Slater's theme music, he says, "I'm just a one-man band." So that didn't work.
No. So what's their?
So now it's
it's
a reworking of it. Now it says 3-man band.
That's it.
So
they didn't give him new music or anything.
And now I'm going to do this. I know once again it's audio.
Ooh,
so
I need
this is
to.
just
Okay.
For you.
Yeah.
They did the 3.
Yeah.
The M.
And
then fucking.
They attempted to make a B.
Shitty B. He did this like it was like an E.
That's
right?
like East Side.
He did like a B, but with his hands. So they have they have their little gang.
They have a
symbol
little
now.
gang. Oh, they're going to throw up signs. That's awesome.
I'm
all for that. Like. This is something that I think the WWE actually does well.
It's going to be
their
new
joke
Freebirds,
characters,
man. It's going to be new Freebirds.
Their jokey characters work really well. I've always found that, like, Santino and, even Snitsky back in the day when it was just like, it wasn't my fault. That shit's always entertaining.
They're winning.
Yeah.
They're beating the crap out of Santino and Zack Ryder, but they're winning every week.
It's kind of weird that they put out a stable, though. Because there's no other 3-men tag in the company.
But they are, but they're added to the tag division.
Okay.
And I always like the concept of the 3-man.
Oh yeah, no shit.
You don't know who you're getting in the tag team. You don't know what combination 2 of
the
3 you're getting.
Oh no, I'm all for that because you can get really interesting shit. I don't want them to do.
I can't believe we're actually talking positive about 3-man band, but we are.
It's clever.
It's kind of growing on us.
I know, it's kind of a shame. I haven't seen them,
it's
but...
It's our favorite 3-man duo.
There you go. That'll work. I know my job is to be a hate tank, but I can't hate something that's actually being done cleverly.
It's just too bad in WWE 13. They're not in that gimmick.
DLC, my friend, DLC.
Lawler.
Yes.
Back in 2 weeks.
Get the fuck out already?
I'm serious. He's coming back in 2 weeks.
That's a little fast.
He died a month ago. He literally died. And they brought him back Nikki Stick style. And and now he's back to work in 2 weeks.
You know what? In all fairness, he's probably got nothing else.
I hope to God he just stays behind that announcer's booth and just...
Yeah, I don't...
And maybe they turn him around when the Divas come out so he doesn't get too excited.
Yeah, I put it this way, he'll never have another match again.
please, for his own safety. You don't want to die again in the ring.
Yeah, no, that would suck. No, I think he'll be fine. He's probably, like I said, he's probably got nothing else right now. He's probably just like, look, this is what I want to do. I can understand wanting it, considering the man has spent his entire life in the business. I can completely understand that this is all he wants to do. Yeah, I can understand that. That's so many wrestlers are dead because they don't know what to do with themselves after they retire, so they turn to drugs and shit like that. Which they were doing during the show. They just gets worse.
Luckily, Lawler, I believe, is officially, unofficially straight edge.
I got to assume he is.
I don't think he's ever drunk.
I don't know. I never read his book. I meant to. I just never got around to it.
It's a good book. It actually
is. It
very solid book.
I've read pretty much every wrestling biography, so it's just one of the ones I never got around to.
He's never been notorious. He's a notorious girl skirt chaser.
Oh well, yeah, but who fucking cares? That doesn't hurt anybody.
But he's nothing. There's nothing like dangerous. No drugs,
motherfucker married the cat. I don't even know how he did that.
So there you go. Moving on.
Yeah.
Like I said on the Volume 1, Sheamus and Big Show feud looks like it's going to continue on to Survivor Series.
Good.
What was it? Big Show called Sheamus a ginger.
And
then
they have no souls, kids. Remember that.
And Sheamus came back and asked Big Show if he ever saw a ginger snap. And then he picked him up and did that white noise move.
That was... That's just God.
Sheamus not known to turn a phrase.
Oh, that hurt.
Well,
that hurt me a little bit. That was so bad. Oh man.
Other things. Beth was fired.
Who?
Beth Phoenix.
Oh, really?
Was fired.
Okay. One thing
after having a match with AJ.
Fair enough. I want to put a kibosh on something. I will quit the show if you ever refer to her as the Glamazon.
Oh no.
I fucking hate that name so much. Every time I hear it, it's nails on a fucking chalkboard.
Well, you're probably not going to hear it anymore because she's not there anymore.
Did she actually get fired?